He already proposed to another girl right after Roberta left them. It's a little soon, it's a little crazy seeing as he's only met her in person once.
Wait. How long have you known her? Before you felt like God wanted you to marry her?
April, May, June.
Like 2 months.
So money or anything? Because with Roberta, you gave her like
her dad's
money.
got a really good job.
I signed a prenup with her.
You know what though? The whole prenup thing's quite interesting. You know, I don't know why that wasn't thought of. And it's interesting because, you know, it is explained quite well that because you and Dannielle are now divorced, you getting married to Nathalia now would put you in jeopardy if you were to get divorced because she could take half of everything. And that's a fair point. That is a very, very fair point. But let's talk about why have you rushed into proposing to Nathalia after only knowing her for 2 months and me and the one time? Now that there is a very good question. I'm gonna get into the answer in a minute. I just want to play a little bit more, and then I'll elaborate on my answer. You know, or I'll then give you my answer.
Because you and Dannielle got divorced, and then there's no prenup, then, you know, if something happens, that lady could take. It's true. And
I know, like, you feel like this is what God wants, but do you feel like deep down, like, what happened to Roberta, like, ooh, like, could it?
I mean, obviously.
do you think that would mean that it'd be better to get to know her more on a personal level?
I guess just obeying God. I mean, we both felt God talked to us before we went to Mexico, and.
All right, you know what though? I must have heard the word God. I think about maybe 5, maybe 6 times in this episode from Garrick and everyone else involved. And hold on a second, just had a cough there, currently under the weather. But I tell you what is so interesting. Each time I heard the word God, the name God, I heard excuse, I heard deflection, I heard, you know, trying to cover up the truth. Now let's talk about it. Okay, what is the benefit of Garrick? I say Garrick. See, Garrick. It sounds so difficult. Anyway, and you know what I find so interesting about that is it feels as if Garrick has replaced the word intimacy, sex, with God. Why did you propose to her so soon? He could say it's to secure it and because God spoke to us both, which is a lie, in my opinion. I would say Dannielle went along with it because she just wants to make you happy and she knows her say is irrelevant. And you just wanted to propose because you knew that proposing means that you could finally sleep with Nathalia. And it's just that simple. Because without proposing, then you're not allowed to sleep with, right? Even though, you know, you've broken that in the past. But hey, we just want to talk about that, right? But let's play a little bit more.
Crazy bastard. I don't know. It just seems like it could be a lot of wasted time being down in Brazil, a lot of wasted money. I don't think Dannielle's too happy about it.
Dannielle 1000% is not happy about it. But the problem with Dannielle is that she never voiced herself properly. And what I mean is she'll voice herself, but then she'll go back on herself. But now let's get into this bit here.
But it seems like him and I are just not in a great place. Nathalia, her attention is just more towards Garrick and like that are bound to her. I'm expressing my concerns to him and it's like he doesn't understand them.
That is going to be one of the, that's going to be something I'm going to add to one of the most dumbest things, the most delusional things, the most deflective things that she has said. She got a ton of things that she says as excuses. There's just dumb, stupid, deflections, delusion, the whole shebang. It's not that he doesn't want to listen. Oh, let me play that again because now I forgot what she said.
Like, it's like he doesn't understand them.
He understands. He just doesn't care. The question is, do you understand that he just doesn't care about you? He doesn't care about what you want. He doesn't care about your thoughts. He doesn't care what you've got to offer in terms of your own opinion on matters. If he cared, then why are you happy? If he cared, then why is it every episode you have to justify something, complain about something? If you're happy, then why do you have to go live on Instagram all the time and speak a whole lot of gibberish just to cover it, just to cover his back? And I will be coming up with another video as well regarding what she said recently as well on social media. And trust me, you're gonna love this one.
I think I'm just at a place where I don't know where my relationship is with Garrick.
I plan on going to Brazil, but we've also decided that I'm going to spend a little longer down there. So I'm going to be heading to Brazil. For a solid month here.
Let's think about this. he knew that there was no way he was going to be able to go to Brazil by himself, and keep his hands off Nathalia if he hadn't proposed to her. This was in the works. This was in the plan. You know, he knew that he needed to propose to her and he needed to say yes. So therefore, when he went to Brazil solo, he could go there and have as much intimacy fun as possible. Now, don't get me wrong, even if he didn't propose and he still went to Brazil by himself, it doesn't mean that he would have behaved himself. He probably still would have done the madness anyway, because at the end of the day, there's nothing that Garrick has done so far that has convinced me that he's recruited, you know, I'm going to say recruited Nathalia because he cares about the fact that he wants to add her as a other wife. He cares about the fact that he wants to get in her pants. But don't get me wrong, though, of course he cares about adding her into the list of wives. I'm just saying that that is his bonus. Adding her is the bonus, but the priority for me, in my opinion, is being able to be intimate with her, to sleep with her. Yeah. But we shall see. We shall see for sure. And obviously, you know, we'll obviously go from there. Now, obviously, I do know that they do end up going on a date with another woman at some point. I believe that's probably going to be next episode. I thought that was only this episode, but it didn't happen. So I think that's next episode. I think next episode may be the last one. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, until next episode that obviously does air. I hope it's not the last episode, to be fair with you, because, you know, I feel like this season is only just starting to warm up, to be honest with you. Especially for some of the other couples that have been quite bland, quite boring, to be honest with you. You know, obviously with Dannielle and Garrick and Garrick, that one hasn't been too bad. But either way, though, as far as I'm concerned, they need to stop using God's name as a way of why they are doing what they're doing. It is irritating me. I'm not even like someone that is even like religious like that. But the fact is, though, I cannot stand people in this world that use God as an excuse or as a reason to why they do certain things in this world. Things that really and truly we all sit in question. Do you see what I'm saying? Generally speaking, they both should just be honest about why they're getting into this lifestyle, because what they tell us right now is nothing but BS.
I don't know, like, what if he stays there with her? Like, the end for us. I don't know. Like,
yes, what if he does stay there? What if this is the end for yous? It could be the end for yous. You never know. But obviously, we have seen currently on social media that they are obviously together. So sadly, it's not the end of them. But it's going to be interesting to see if they did take a break, though. I guess we'll find out until the end of the season to see if they did actually end up, you know, splitting up for a short period of time, which wouldn't come as a surprise. I mean, at the end of the day, even if these two did split up for a short amount of time, I'm not surprised that they're back together, because Dannielle will never leave this man completely. He's got a hold in her, and he's always going to use that hold in her, and that's just the grand scheme of it. But nonetheless, though, let me know what you're thinking down below, and we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.